We recently went and performed at the MPA, which is Music Performance Assessment at Beaver High School. This is the first time that this particular group has done that for quite some time, and I'm unaware of when that happened last for Blackhawk. But we went and performed there, and one of the things that we were just complimented on so much was what we are playing. We are not a big band by any means, but we are playing charts that are normally reserved for honors bands and district festivals and regional festivals and that sort of stuff. And these students, regardless of their small size in terms of numbers, certainly deserve to be playing pieces like that. And that one is just a workhorse of a piece, and it's a lot of fun. Emperor Overture by Claude T. Smith. I want to recognize our soloists for that, Jack Whalen, Caitlin Kaiser, and Sean Galbraith on our soloists throughout. Thanks. Our next piece, I knew that our students were familiar with before, but I didn't realize that some of them had actually played it earlier. I pulled it out, and the kids got really excited about it, and we played through it, and then was really shocked by how well they did, and it turns out that some of them had played it before. But it's nonetheless a piece that is simple in terms of notation, but very challenging in terms of musicianship and heart. It was originally a chorale by Pavel Chesnikov, and the English translation is "Salvation is Created." Absolutely gorgeous piece of music. If you ever have an opportunity to hear it performed by a legitimate group of Russian singers, go and check that out, because your spine will tingle, and it just makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. It's just a beautiful piece, and as I mentioned, not difficult on the notes and rhythms, but certainly challenging on a lot of other levels. So we hope that you will enjoy "Salvation is Created." fan of talking at these things, but I have learned that it is a necessity in order to give some folks a chance to catch their breath. So bear with me while I do that. And also, I don't know what our status is on our incoming orchestra member, but I was told by Mr. Goodrich, he's kept doing this to me, so to stretch things out. But I do want to take a moment to thank, first off, our administration here at Blackhawk, the members of our custodial crew that keep this place up for us, and whatever we need, they take care of us, and it's really tremendous. Also, our lighting and sound crew. Now, normally I would point up at the booth for that. However, as it happens, as is always the case, we find within the nooks of our school, we find some very talented individuals. Our physics teacher here at the high school that takes care of the lights and sound is also a very gifted trumpet player, and seeing as we are with only one trumpet this year, I invited him to come join us, and he was gracious enough to join us. So please, a hand for Mr. Russell Crown. I also want to thank our boosters. As I always mention this, they're just a tremendous group of individuals that have the well-being of each one of these students on stage, and the members of our guard as well, truly at the forefront of their thoughts and at their efforts, there's a core of them that just work tirelessly to make sure that this group has everything it needs, that we get from point A to point B and back again safely, and that we have everything we need to do that. So please, if you would, join me in a round of applause for our boosters and for our parents for making that happen as well. I also want to recognize our senior members of the ensemble. This is going to be their last performance on this stage in this particular capacity, and it has certainly been a pleasure. Coming in last year as a new director, when you take over a program from someone who has been here for a very long period of time, it's a scary thing. And I've always mentioned that the best thing that I can say about Mr. Barth, and that I hope someone says about me someday, is that the students, when he was removed from the picture and the new guy came in, the students did everything that they needed to do in order to make sure that the program remained successful. This group of seniors certainly took the ball and ran with that, and have been a stand-up group of individuals that have been exemplary in showing the way for our younger students. And I thank them for that. So I'd like to take a moment to recognize each of them individually. I'm going to just kind of go around. Our clarinet section is Kaylin Kaiser. You can stay standing. Jennifer Petrin. And our flute section here is Savannah Whalen. Megan Knight. Doug Pollock. Tori Bovalino. I'm just going around as I see him. In the percussion section in the back there, Jory Malden. Dalton Niven. Richie Brown. Nick Catanzari. Greg Genova. Another round of applause, please, for our outstanding seniors. To each of you, thank you for your very best. Thank you. Our last chart is another one of the staples of the band music industry. This is a piece that I promised our featured bass drum player that if she does this right this evening, I'm going to share a video with them. When I was in college, my parents are here, they can verify this is caught on video. When I was in college, the college ensemble played this piece. And you will note that there is a cannon shot from here. Now I specifically chose Camille to do this part because I kind of look at it as very much her shattering the box and getting out for her. So she's done a tremendous job with it. She does it right tonight. I'm going to show them this video. Whenever I was in mid-swing, I was playing that bass drum part, and I'm building up to it, and I go in mid-swing to hit the drum, and right as I'm about here, the poof of the mallet goes flying off, and I end up smacking the bass drum with just a wooden stick. And instead of this really nice boom bass drum sound, we end up with this nice thwack. I put a big dent in the bass drum head, and the poof goes bouncing around the clarinet section. So for the remainder of the concert, myself and the other percussionists were just hiding behind our music stands and laughing and trying to do our best to maintain what we were doing. So I promised them, I do have that on video, I will show that to them, and it's all on Camille, and I know she can do it. So, as I mentioned before, we went to perform at an MPA Music Performance Assessment. This particular piece we're going to play, American Civil War Fantasy, is at a level 4. That is on a scale of 1 to 6 in terms of difficulty. As we approach this, we're permitted to pick whatever level of difficulty we want to play, whatever is suitable for us. As an educator, I pick something that's going to be challenging yet accessible. This group played, of the other high schools that were there, the most challenging literature that was heard that day, and came home with a rating of 1 from each of the 3 judges that was there to hear us. That is the superior rating, that's the best that you can get, and taking home an official PME rating of superior. For our first time out, it's a great job. Great job. So without any further ado, this is the American Civil War Fantasy. close the curtain here. I want to take a moment to thank you once again for being here this evening. Stick around, our chamber group is going to play. You can keep that curtain rolling, I'll just talk right through it, it's okay. The chamber group is going to be performing, followed by the orchestra. I do want to remind everyone that at the end of the evening, if you could, please not go out those side doors, but rather go out through the main entrance. Thank you. Have a good night.